Was Kamala not prepared even more to really go against the giant? It was like watching Mike Tyson fight an amateur fighter for the heavyweight belt when Mike was in his prime. What's going on, ATM family? Back again with another video. In today's video, I'm going to discuss the politics that have happened. As you're seeing in the making of this video, it already has passed. Of Trump winning the election of 2024. And to give a caveat or an asterisk above this video, I don't vote, and I haven't voted since 2012. So I personally do not give a fuck who wins. I don't care. But I always like having dialogue with both parties, and there's the third party, who's usually me, which is neutral. I mean, there's a third party to candidates, but I'm usually a neutral person. So having Trump win isn't surprising, and I'll tell you why. The candidate, Kamala, who was the Democratic Party's candidate, failed miserably. A lot of the liberals and the Democrats were wanting her to win, but didn't realize that she wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. She wasn't supposed to be y'all candidate. Sleepy Joe was supposed to be y'all candidate. Or Pedo Joe, as you call him, because he touches children. But Pedo Joe is, or was, I should say, y'all candidate. He was who y'all were supposed to have. And the Democratic Party knew for the past 2 years his health was declining. We, as the American people, could see it on the TV. And I don't watch the news too much, so I've seen the clips on YouTube or whatever. But him falling over and sleeping at events, and you could see it. You could see the decline. So if you could see the decline, and I could see the decline, why was Kamala not prepared even more to really go against the giant? It was like watching Mike Tyson fight an amateur fighter for the heavyweight belt when Mike was in his prime. Not the Mike we saw fight Jake Paul, which was a fucking rigged. It wasn't really rigged, it was more of a scam. Obviously, they both got paid to not really throw punches at each other. But that's besides the point. Kamala losing is not surprising because of what I just said. And she didn't have I think it's a primary election. She didn't go against nobody. It wasn't like she went against Bernie. She went against, who else in the Democratic Party? Let's say AOC or whoever else it may have been. She didn't go against nobody to compete. So she wasn't battle tested to go against the juggernaut that has already won. Whether you like Trump or not, it doesn't matter. You seen your candidate wasn't going to win this fight because she wasn't battle tested. How you gonna have somebody go in a fight? That's like me. I'm an amateur or someone who does. I'm not a fighter, right? But I'm more of like the amateur type of fighting style. So that's like me fighting a professional fighter, and I would be considered heavyweight because I'm 250, going against someone who's already a champion for their championship belt. And I didn't spar with nobody. I barely got a jab step cross. I barely got a 1-2-1-2. I don't have no signature. I don't got a good haymaker. I barely can throw my jabs right. And I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight homeboy for the championship. What does that even? That don't even make no sense. And people are backing her. And nowadays are upset and want to cut their family and friends off. Y'all are some goofy ass morons. Cutting your family and friends off over politics that you cannot control, and people don't give a fuck about you. I'm sorry, they don't give a fuck about you. The people you voted for don't give a fuck. They don't fucking care about you. You think they care about you? They care about your vote, so it look good on paper. So getting all in your panties and sensitive over that shit is goofy. Y'all are goofy. And another thing that didn't make sense And why she lost is she didn't have real policies and laws that benefited the American people. All she talked about was the abortion rights and giving y'all $25,000 if you didn't have a home. What the fuck is $25,000 gonna do when houses are almost $500,000 to $600,000 and I can't pay that shit now? I personally make 52 grand a year, right? Besides if I work a second job and I'm in school, school aside. What the hell is 25K gonna do for me? I can't even use, that's part of a down payment. With inflation going through the roof, taxes are through the roof, I'm going to use 25K and that shit ain't going to do nothing for me. I might as well take that 25K and throw that shit into the SPX 500. Put it in a Roth IRA and let that shit build for 15, 20 years. That shit ain't going to do nothing. So not even that. All she talked about the abortion rights, which women have 8 or 9 different contraceptives that they can use if they don't want to have kids, right? So if we take out that and use logic, right, get out of our emotions, like I like to say to friends and family, and I say to myself too, if I ever get emotional, get out your emotions and think logically. You have 8 or 9 besides that, right? She was never meant to win. She wasn't supposed to be y'all candidate. So the Democratic Party owes all of the voters, the Republicans, and the neutrals an apology. Now homegirl is $20 million in debt for having some dumbass celebrities say you need to vote for her, and Megan Thee Stallion out here shaking her ass. What the fuck is that doing for the American people? Having Jennifer Lopez, who else was out there? Beyonce's demonic ass, Megan Thee Stallion shaking her ass cheeks, and whoever else celebrity is out there shucking and jiving, being a jester for these useless ass politicians. Homegirl spent $1 billion and is $20 million in debt and lost in a landslide. It ain't like she was out here and she was off by 5 or 6 points. Homegirl got her ass whooped from the jump. It's time as people to stop voting for which gang you want to be affiliated of. It's red and blue. Are you Bloods and Crips? Yeah, I'm with the Crips. But we lost our gang leader. No, I'm with the Bloods. But yeah, our gang leader, what? Ain't nobody give a fuck about none of that. You got an elite group that is shitting on y'all with these 2 parties. You're supposed to have more than 2 parties. I mean, you had Robert Kennedy Jr., and a couple other people. And even then, it didn't matter. Because people were getting all upset about third parties not voting for their particular party. And she still lost by millions. She lost every swing state and lost the popular vote. Granted, I don't really care who won. Doesn't matter to me. But losing family and friends over who vote for who is goofy. ATM fam, I'm out. Let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments below. Love to hear what y'all thoughts. I'm signing out. Peace.